What if I told you that you can have a life where success, self-improvement, and unwavering discipline can be not just aspirations, but guaranteed daily realities? And what if I told you that in order to achieve that, you need to be very bad in your life at something that normally you need to be very good at in order to have a successful business? I'm talking about negotiation. You see, on the one hand, negotiation is an intrinsic part of creating your own business, and if done correctly, it can help you be clear about what you want. It can also bring you closer to achieving it, and it can also help you build stronger bonds and networks with the people around you. But on the other hand, on a more personal setting, I would like to show you why and how negotiation is destroying your life. You see, the reality is that you, like many others, are actually naturally very good at negotiating, but there's a caveat. You're only good negotiating with yourself. Oh, if I just watch one more video, then I'll do my work. It's raining outside, so maybe I shouldn't go for a run today. I'll do it tomorrow, and I'll even run for twice as long. Don't have the right energy today, so maybe it's better if I do the work tomorrow. In fact, I'm saving myself from doing a bad job today. You see, we tend to be very prone and incredibly good at persuading ourselves to do what we want, instead of what we think we should do or what we think we should want. We've all been there and we've all suffered from this. We've done this never-ending negotiation routine and then felt that awful wave of regret the next morning. Because in fact, we all know that this doesn't work. The problem is that we are not only very good at negotiating with ourselves, we're also extremely efficient at convincing ourselves that reality does not apply to us. You see, we have seen many people make the same mistakes several times, fall down the same holes, yet we convince ourselves that this will not happen to us because we're different, we're special, even though we're actually making those same mistakes and walking down the same path. So if you're trying to get out of this never-ending loop of I'll do it tomorrows and trying to start getting ahead in life, the first thing we need to do is accept that maybe reality does apply to us and it is okay for us to learn from other people's mistakes. But there's also another tool that can be very useful for you in life, and that's where the magic of being bad at negotiation comes into play. You see, by setting certain terms and conditions that by design cannot be negotiated with. These are the non-negotiables. Non-negotiables are, in a few words, things that in your daily life need to happen regardless of the circumstances. They're those commitments and behaviors that, despite whatever life might try to throw your way, you make the conscious effort to go through with them. You're basically contractually bound by them. If you have a job or if you go to school, you already do these things. I mean, if you have a deadline for a project or you need to hand in your presentation, ideally you make sure that it happens on time. But for multiple reasons, which we can get into in later videos, let me know in the comments if you'd like me to talk about them later. We are actually not that reliable when it comes to holding ourselves accountable. So that's why here, right now, I would like to give you 5 reasons why non-negotiables should be an essential part of your life if you want to get ahead professionally and personally. And so our first reason, which is a very important one, is that non-negotiables create discipline. Discipline is the cornerstone of achieving any worthwhile goal in life. It requires consistency, willpower, and determination. And non-negotiables provide the foundation upon which discipline is built. So by clearly defining and committing to certain principles that are non-negotiable, you're setting a standard for your behavior, your actions, and most importantly, your results. For example, if you make the non-negotiable decision to, let's say, go to the gym 5 times a week, that means that regardless of any other factors, you make the unconditional effort to be there 5 times a week. And in a sense, more important than the workout itself is how you're adhering to your commitments and developing your discipline and your habits. So do not underestimate the importance of non-negotiables when it comes to developing your discipline. Now, as a personal suggestion, I would recommend starting with a shorter list of commitments. Even a list with 1 non-negotiable element can be plenty. And then as you make progress and you develop your disciplinary muscles, you can start adding more things to the list, like working a certain number of hours before lunch, or going for a 20-minute walk in the afternoon, or maybe writing a page for your book. And now point number 2 is that non-negotiables protect you against temptation. In your self-development journey, temptations and distractions are abundant. And in a sense, non-negotiables can create a kind of protective shield against them. You see, when you set clear boundaries with unwavering principles, you're much less likely to fall prey to those short-term pleasures that will hinder your long-term growth. For instance, a non-negotiable commitment to eating a certain number of calories per day can safeguard you against the temptation of overeating, thereby promoting a healthier and more productive lifestyle. And now the third point, and again this is a point of paramount importance, is that non-negotiables make you accountable. Often when you're trying to move to a better place in life, it can very much feel like a solitary journey. However, we can always benefit from external accountability, and non-negotiables provide a framework that allows you to keep in track with your goals and with your commitments, both to yourself and to others. So when you declare your non-negotiables to your friends, your families, and the people around you, you invite their encouragement and their support. This external accountability can be a very powerful motivator, and it can help you keep in track with your goals and ultimately change your life. So you should never hesitate to reach to your friends, families, or mentors for support and encouragement. Now, point number 4 is that non-negotiables build character. And once again, I cannot overstate the importance of this point. Whether it's in the realm of finance, fitness, mental health, or any other endeavor, character development is a fundamental aspect of self-improvement. And non-negotiables play a pivotal role in building character because they require us to make constant choices that align with our values. Over time, adhering to your non-negotiables shapes your character, making you a more resilient, reliable, principled, and dependable individual. For example, a commitment to honesty as a non-negotiable value helps you build a reputation of integrity, which is without a doubt a valuable asset in personal and professional life. So keep this in mind as a crucial human quality to develop as you're trying to get ahead in life. And now our 5th point is that non-negotiables cultivate self-respect. At the end of the day, without self-respect, there is no self-improvement. And when you uphold your non-negotiables, you demonstrate self-respect by prioritizing your long-term well-being over your short-term gratification. This self-respect in turn boosts our self-esteem and self-worth, creating a positive feedback loop that fuels further growth and development. However, you must remember that life can happen at any point. Things that require your immediate time and attention can get in the way of you fulfilling your non-negotiable list any day. So if you'd like to know how to react when you're feeling that life is getting in the way, make sure you click this video right here. In the meantime, take care, and I'll see you next time.